Friday, June 26, 2026, part 9 of 9. The point I wanted them to understand is that legal does not mean good. State approved does not mean moral. Taxed does not mean righteous. Licensed does not mean harmless. A thing can be completely legal, fully regulated, publicly advertised, and still be evil. That is one of the major lies of modern life. People are trained to think if something is allowed, it must be acceptable. If the state permits it, it must be fine. If everybody does it, it must be normal. But normal is not the same as good. Legal is not the same as moral. Common is not the same as clean. We live in the den of evil. And I do not mean that as drama. I mean we live surrounded by systems that sell weakness back to people and call it choice. They sell intoxication, they sell gambling, they sell lust, they sell distraction, they sell fantasy, they sell escape. And then they tax it, regulate it, profit from it, and tell us this is freedom. This is not freedom. Freedom is not the state setting traps everywhere and blaming people for stepping in them. Freedom is being formed well enough to recognize the trap, reject it, and build something better. Freedom is knowing that a man does not become strong by buying hope from a lottery machine. He becomes strong by working, saving, building, praying, training, providing, and taking responsibility. A family does not become secure through Powerball. It becomes secure through discipline, order, work, faith, and God's blessing. That is what I want my children to see. Not just that gambling is bad. That is too small. I want them to see the whole structure, the moral structure, the civic structure, the spiritual structure, the way evil hides inside ordinary things, the way scale changes a small game into a public machine, the way the state approved laundered, the way the state approval launders moral corruption, the way addiction can be sold as entertainment, the way people are invited to destroy themselves a little bit at a time while the system smiles, counts the money, and calls it revenue. So when F asked me what Powerball is, that is where the conversation went. Powerball is bingo without the church. Powerball is hope sold by the state at 50% loss to the people. Powerball is a poor tax, a stupid tax, a desperation tax. Powerball is the government leaning on the cubby knowing it hurts people and continuing to lean because the pressure pays, and that is evil.